Okay, let's look at this one. It says find the range of values that satisfy the inequality x squared minus x is less than or equal to 6. Okay, before we solve this question, you notice something. This is a quadratic expression. But then, of course, the one we've been tackling, they are just a linear expression, and there are always two. So which we will solve each of them and then get a range of values that satisfy the two equations. But this one is a quadratic expression. But there is a property of inequality that states that if a quadratic expression is given, it says that now the property says that two different inequalities are used. If a quadratic expression is given like this one, the two inequalities are used by combining the lowest factor with the given inequality and the highest factor with the opposite inequality. So if you notice, this is a quadratic expression, and if we factor it, we have two different factors. Then they are now saying that in terms of this one, that two different inequalities, that is, that the one given is less than or equal to, and another one which is greater than or equal to will also be used. That one will be used for one factor, and then the other one which is greater than or less than or greater than or equal to will be used for the other factor. And they said to use them, the given inequality will be combined with the lowest factor of the two. If we get the two factors, the given inequality will be combined with the lowest factor, while the other inequality will be combined with the highest factor. So let's start first. We are given x squared minus x, which is less than or equal to 6. And this is the same thing as x squared minus x, then minus 6 is less than or equal to what? 0. Now we factor. We look for two numbers that when we multiply, we have minus 6, and when we add, we have minus x. And the two factors are minus 3 and 2. So we have x squared plus 2x, then minus 3x minus what? 6 is less than or equal to 0. If you multiply these two, you get minus 6, and if you add them, you get minus x. So we factor. Here we have that x into x plus 2, and here we have minus 3 into x plus 2, and which is less than or equal to 0. So the two factors now are x minus 3 and x plus 2, and they are less than or equal to what? 0. Now we have two factors that we are going to use two different inequalities for each of these factors, and we have to determine which one is the lowest factor and which is the highest factor. So the two factors we have are x minus 3 and x plus 2. And they say they are all less than 0. Now, one of the factors now, how do we determine which one is the lowest factor and which one is the highest? Because they say that the lowest factor will be combined with the given inequality, while the highest factor will be combined with the opposite inequality. Now, to determine which one is the lowest factor, now we substitute 0 to x to each of them. We have x minus 3. If we substitute 0, that's 0 minus 3. So we have what? Minus 3. And then if we substitute 0 to this one, x plus 2. If we put 0 here, 0 plus 2, we have what? 2. You notice that the first one is the lowest factor, while this other one is the highest factor. So the lowest factor we have the given inequality, while the highest factor we have what? The opposite inequality. So since we've determined that the first one is the lowest factor, while the other one is the highest factor, we now use the given inequality for the lowest factor. We have that x minus 3 will be less than or equal to 0. And then for the second one, we have that x plus 2 will be greater than or equal to what? 0. Now from the first one, now we have that x is less than or equal to 3. And from the second one, we have that x is greater than or equal to what? Minus 2. So the two range of values are this and this. Now to combine them, if x is greater than minus 2, that means minus 2 is less than x, right? From the second one, we have that minus 2 is less than or equal to x. Now this one, which that x is still less than, which is less than or equal to what? 3. So this is the range of values that satisfy this quadratic. So if you want to represent it on a number line, of course, which we know, this is let's just assume here is 0, somewhere here is minus 2, and somewhere here is 3. So this one will be moving this way, or this one will be coming this way, and they will join. So, and it will be shaded because it is less than or equal to. It will be shaded. So this is one of the properties that helps if we are dealing with any inequality that is in quadratic form.